just want to reiterate a little bit and tell everybody what John's going to be doing here. So John is going to be running a simulator of a BlackBerry as well as a simulator of an iPad, and he's going to be showing you the capabilities of Sugar Mobile Plus on both the BlackBerry as well as the iPad. So for those customers who are interested in participating in a beta with Sugar Mobile Plus for BlackBerry, we have limited availability for that, and please contact your Sugar representative on that. Unfortunately, we do not have, due to restrictions on the Apple side, we don't have a real Sugar Mobile Plus beta for iPad. But again, both solutions will be available late July, so about a month from now. So, John?
Yes, I hope you're seeing my my screen with my iPad on the left and the BlackBerry on the right.
Absolutely.
Great. So, I'll try to show a little bit of each and, flip back and forth if that's okay. And you can see, great. So you can see here that Sugar Mobile Plus, shows as an icon on the iPad in this case. It shows very similarly on the iPhone. And then there's the same icon here on my BlackBerry device, with Sugar Mobile Plus loaded. And if I click on the icon, it literally pretty much immediately opens up the application on both devices. And down at the bottom are what you would commonly call the tabs within Sugar CRM. So accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, and so on. So these match up with the information in Sugar CRM. And the same is true on the BlackBerry device. You can see here I have accounts, I have contacts, leads and opportunities, as well as employees as well. So,
John, if I would have, sorry to interrupt, but if I would have a custom module built that is specific to my company or to my industry, those custom modules would show there on the bottom as well.
Yeah. So at the top of the BlackBerry or the bottom of the iPad, a custom module would just show as another one of these tabs, and you could quickly and easily navigate to it and use it on the mobile device.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yep. So going over to the iPad quickly, if I go into my list of accounts here, I'll show a little information about the account itself. It has a local search capability, and I can actually just start typing a company name, and it will filter the list very quickly. It can also search on really any and all fields in the account or whatever the object happens to be, and then click on it, and then you'll see on the right it gives me somewhat of a 360-degree view of this particular account in this case. So I can click on the details, and you can see all the different information I'm keeping on this account, like the address and phone numbers and so on. Of course, the website is clickable. The address is clickable to a map. Again, these are integration with the native capabilities of the device, which are very important. And then down below, I can see all the related information. And keep in mind that the device preloads not only the accounts in this case, but all the data related to those accounts. So if I'm following an account and it's on my device, it preloads the contacts, the opportunities, and so on that are related to that. If I click on the contacts, it just drills into the list of contacts that actually are at this company, and of course I can drill further into the contact itself. And if I'm on an iPhone, I can click to dial the number and so on. So it's very much in line with the standard iPad and iPhone technology here in the way it navigates and so on. And you can see how fast the screens respond, and that's because the data is stored locally. It's actually faster on a real device than in the simulator. These are obviously simulators that I'm running on my local machine here. But it's incredibly fast, and there's really no waiting at all. The information just is stored locally, so it comes up almost immediately. You can see on the right side now, really just doing the same thing with the BlackBerry. I've searched for an account, and if I click on the account, it brings me into what I would call a similar 360-degree view with all the address information and the fields from the account here. and then across the top, it has, in this case, the contacts related to this account, and then the leads of this account, opportunities, activities, including email messages and so on. And I guess I'm tracking bugs or cases in here as well. So very, very quickly and easily, you click on an account and you get the complete overview of that account. So perhaps you'd like to go at it a different way. Maybe you deal with people more. Well, that's not really a problem. And in the same way that we searched for an account, you can search for a contact. And there's me at Acme Explosives. Click on it. Click on the email address to send an email, or maybe add a different type of activity, like a meeting, and that meeting can actually save in Sugar CRM and on the native calendar as well, or just add a note perhaps to this contact and say what you've done with it. So here I am in a new note. I can put a subject in and a description and so on, and it'll add to Sugar CRM immediately. It's also got full editing capabilities as well as new records throughout the system. So it's complete CRUD, pardon the technical term. And if I edit this account, you'll see, or this contact, you'll see, all of the information from Sugar is completely available here. It supports the keyword list or the drop-down list as well. Similarly, on the BlackBerry device itself, if I go into, one of the accounts and I can throw it in edit mode and edit this, enter all sorts of information here as if you were using Sugar CRM in the browser. And, I mentioned that the LOV values and the keyword fields are all here as well. I can fill this in and then save this, and it will literally transmit almost immediately to Sugar CRM. So, as we mentioned earlier, there's complete support for custom modules as well as custom fields, and the layouts that you see here are completely configurable by you. So in the case, going back to the iPad very quickly, if you want to put, last name before first name, you can do that. If you want to change the order of the fields, add and remove fields, add custom fields, whatever you want to do to this layout, you can do from the mobile middleware administration console. And that's just standard functionality. And as you mentioned, John, you can also have custom modules. So I have to move along because we don't have that much more time, but I'll show you a few of the neat PIM integration capabilities. So on the BlackBerry on the right here.
Yeah, John, if you can focus really there. There's a lot of questions around PIM integration, around Gmail, Google Calendar, Microsoft Exchange integration. So we can preempt a lot of the Q&A questions with that as well.
Okay, so here one capability that the application has is that when you preload the data, you can literally drop, like the calendar items, for instance, on the native calendar of the device. So regardless of the back-end calendaring system that you're using, it can actually drop the calendar items on your calendar so that your mobile device has the calendar events and appointments and so on from Sugar CRM automatically. So it's a very nice way to kind of integrate with virtually any back-end calendaring system, because subsequently, if this calendar on the mobile device is also synchronizing with whatever your calendaring system is, whether it be Exchange or Gmail or maybe Lotus Notes, it literally will then populate there as well. So it goes from the mobile Sugar CRM application to the native calendar on the device, and then we don't play with this, but if you have the native calendar on the device synchronizing with your calendar in the cloud or in your office, that will happen as well as part of the standard synchronization that you've set up previously. So that was a run-on sentence there, but I think it got the point across. There's some great integration in the inbox as well. So especially on BlackBerry, there's a lot of capabilities in the inbox and in the calendar right in the native application. So perhaps I get an email message, and this is a simulator, so it's not a real email message. But if I'd like to take that message and copy it into Sugar CRM, I can literally just click on this button to copy it to Sugar, and it actually has what I call email caller ID. And if it recognizes the person that sent the message, it will bring you straight to the screen and say, this message is from this person at this company. If you'd like, you can click on the company name and see the 360-degree view right on the mobile device. But if you click Save, it will actually file the message inside of Sugar CRM at that time. So, on the BlackBerry, it's a lot like, maybe the Outlook plugin that we have for Sugar CRM, except it's on your mobile device. So it gives you the capability, to interact with the native PIM applications, if you will, while using the device. Same is true of calendar items on the BlackBerry. So if I create a new appointment, I can actually turn around and select a contact or an account or an opportunity from Sugar that this pertains to. And when I select it and then finish filling out this calendar entry on the native calendar of the device, it will save this calendar item on my BlackBerry, and then it will also save it in Sugar CRM simultaneously. So that's some of the PIM integration. There's also integration with the contacts as well, and you can literally, every contact that gets downloaded to Sugar CRM through Sugar Mobile Plus can actually be copied to the iPad or BlackBerry native address book as well, so that they're there in the regular address book. So anything else in the questions that I should cover while the demo's up, Jan?
There was a question around if you receive emails on the iPad or the BlackBerry, is it easy to get those contacts and companies' names into Sugar? So if you get a new email or an email from a new contact, somebody that doesn't exist in Sugar, can you then, from the mobile device, create that person as a contact? Or as
so that's on the list of things to do. So not at this time, but it's certainly something we'll do in the near future. So, something I will point out is that the iPhone and iPad don't have as much capability as the BlackBerry when it comes to the native application integration. And that's just because Apple has not opened those APIs yet, and we do expect them to do so. And as soon as they do it, we will, get right on it, if you will. However, it does provide the capability to send and file emails, and drop calendar items locally on the device, as I described, as well as drop and synchronize the contacts on the device. So it's got quite a bit of PIM integration, but not quite as robust as the BlackBerry.
And then when you get an email in or you get a call in, relating that email or that call to a contact is all based on the PIM integration and the recognition of the email address and the phone number, correct?
That's correct.
So if you would want to associate an email coming in to a different contact or to a different account, would that be something that can be done? I know it's a very technical question and detailed question, but it's something that comes in. That was asked here in the Q&A.
Yep. So I was going to simulate a call, but absolutely. So on this screen, so let's say I got an email from someone, and then I said copy to Sugar, right? And then it detected, that it was this contact and showed me that contact on the screen. If this was the wrong contact, I could just simply click on this reselect button and perhaps select a different contact, or perhaps I don't want to link this to the contact. Instead, I'd like to link it to an opportunity. So, it guesses that it came from this contact, and, it did, but maybe you want to file it somewhere else in the CRM. You can do that.
Excellent. Well, thank you.